everybody. I'm Ashok Kumarias, and I believe you all know that I'm also called as Ashok SLSK. I'm an Android developer by profession and passion. So, this episode is totally focused on beginner session. So, we are going to create a tip calculator app. So, basically, when user goes to restaurant and he gets served by a supplier and he needs to give uh, some tip for him based on some percentage that which is compulsory in the country, and I believe it's not compulsory in India. The percentage, suppose you order something for about 700 and $700 and you have to give 13% of tip for it, and this app is going to calculate that, which has a decent UI as follows. So let's get started. So create an app called tip calculator and call it as uh, whatever you wish to call. And yes, and the package name should go as your domain name. It's in reverse order as I discussed, and it should always be, suppose you are a beginner.com, and it'll be like com.beginner.tipcalculator. And I'll add one more folder here saying GitHub. Okay, everything works fine for me with this configuration. Nothing big setup, just creating a main activity with empty screen with a hello world text view. That's it. We will be adding something called uh, Cradle dependency for the first time. So for understanding, so dependency is like a Java archive file. So there is one more format called Android archive file. This archive file will contain a lot of APIs, programming level APIs, where it can be used to program the certain features. Now I'm using material design and design support. So this is what you guys need to copy. So copy just that line. So this is an awesome site. So as a beginner, understanding this is very crucial. Gradle please will give you all the Gradle dependency that you guys have to work with in future. So copy the third dependency called design dependency. We are using a feature called snap bar. Snack bar will be a part of this library. So after copying that, go to this Gradle scripts and go to this build.gradle and paste your dependency in the dependencies scope within this open braces and close curly braces. Paste your dependency and you will be able to see a sync now option like this, and then press on the sync now and give a time for Android Studio to do its background job to sync. So now I'll go to layouts and I'll start designing layout that I have planned. So the layout I have planned, you have already seen the preview of what we are doing. So let's get started on the designing thing. So now I need an edit text with match parent and wrap content. And I'll call it as uh, total amount. Okay, and I'll give a hint saying enter the total amount. So I'll add this string by pressing command option enter in Macintosh and Control Enter in Windows. So add string name called amount description. And that is going to be the hint, as you can see here. And after that, I would like to make this input type as number decimal, and I want this relative layout container to be linear layout. And I'll take the same edit text view and add one more, and I'll call it as tip percentage. So see, this red highlight is because the linear layout needs to have orientation always. So our linear layout is ready, and we might need one more uh, button saying wrap content, call it as uh, done, and call it as button title, and I'll give an ID as done. Okay, so now let's give gravity center and layout gravity center. So our expected UI has been designed. So there is one more component that I want to discuss in this episode. This edit text is again a view which extends to text view, and text view basically extended to uh, view. So edit text extends to text view, and text view extends to view. So it goes on and it follows view observer class pattern and stuff like that. So here, if we want to add a floating label, which when user starts typing that enter the total amount hint becomes small, so that needs to have another container from the design library that is called text input layout. So we need to wrap the both edit texts inside the uh, text input layout. Text input layout. So call it as wrap content and wrap content. You can make width as match parent, and it's up to you how you do it. So copy the closing tag and add that closing tag after the edit text. So the output will be seen after we compile the program. So unless that, we cannot see the effect of text input layout. So I'll do the same thing for this. So and we might need to add a coordinator layout to the button. So let's see that later. So you guys have understood to edit text and one button and wrap with the text in text input layout. Okay, I'm going back to my main activity. So here in all my episode I have spoke about this shortcuts. Log T will give you the log tag, and see whatever you want, start typing it. So suppose I want edit amount, and so that's edit text, and I'm using find view by ID or dot ID dot total amount. I believe that's the key, and edit has not been created. and go there and press option enter in Mac and create the field. So we just need two keys. This is embedded percentage. How much percentage we need to, okay, then we might need one more variable for the button. Say call it as private button uh, done, call it as done. So now let me map this button to its XML equivalent address ID. So what is it called? It had called done. So simple. So after that, so we will write our application logic immediately. mdone dot set on click listener new on click listener. Awesome. So now double amount. So all these classes have its classes equivalent. All this double is a primitive data type and it has a class called double for its conversion. Parse double, and then I'll take the value from medit amount dot get text dot toString. Okay, so we have got the total amount from that place, and double tip percentage, so equal to same thing, but instead of medit, call it as medit percentage. And we might need a tip result, which uh, is basically amount into tip percentage divided by 100. So I'll create a double value. So our logic of the application is completed, but our UI also looks what we have expected. We need to tweak a lot, so we'll do that in next couple of minutes. So let's see the output of this by logging the result by calling logm. So instead of v, let's call tip result. Okay, I'm compiling the program. Oops. So change this to tip percentage before you compile the program. And yes, compile the program. So you can see this parallelly. I'll open up my console. I'll type 1800. and 12% of it is 216. So the output has came. So to check whether you have did it correctly, calculate it for 100, and you will definitely see the correct value. Okay, so this is done. Now our UI don't have any feedback after the calculation. Even user after pressing done button just shows in the log. So we want something like a toast or something. There is a user interface feature called snack bar, which is a future replacement for toast. So let's implement that toast now. Snack bar. So very simple, and to be honest it is super simple, but it requires one parameter. It requires a layout. So let me add it to uh, this layout only. ID not gonna work out cleanly, so let's add a coordinator layout to the button so that the toast comes in that coordinator layout. So it's very simple. Co Coordinator layout, wrap content, wrap the button there. That's it. Give an ID for it. So just call center horizontal. Make it as match content, match parent. Okay. Now call it as ID snack bar container. Okay, so ID has a capital letter, which is not right thing. Snack bar container. Go to the main activity, create a coordinator layout. Call it as snack bar layout. M snack bar layout. So call it as M snack bar layout and find view by ID or dot ID dot snack bar container. Okay, our coordinator is contained. So now let's get started on here. I'll write a final snack bar. Snack bar is a part of the design library that we have uh, added to the Gradle. So use snack bar and equals snack bar uh, okay, it's a capital snack bar. M snack bar layout. Then the text that you want to display. Tip is tip result, and then the duration that snack bar need to come. So that's it. So let me break it as chunk of it. So that is our snack bar. Still something is missing. So I'll go to colors and I'll change the accent color to dark, primary color dark. So the accent color is basically the highlight and the floating label color, highlight of the text, like underline of edit text. So let me compile. It's compiled. Application will start automatically once it is compiled. Okay, it started. Now I'll enter 169. Now write 10%. Okay, what are we missing? Oh, yes. We need to show the snack bar after we program. So we have understood a lot of stuff: text input layout, snack bar, and simple mathematical calculation like calculating a percentage and cleaner user interface. So let me enter some amount. Let me enter the percentage. Yes, so we got our snack bar. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So snack bar is fine, but it don't have a button and the color is not syncing with the design that we have planned. So next 2 minutes, let's design that. To find the text view of the snack bar, use this text view TV snack bar.get view, find by view by ID and Android support design, and you figure out which color you suits for your application and the background of that. So to change the snack bar background, use this code snippet, which is view group snackbar.get view and group dot. So basically, you're trying to get that view's background and setting it to primary color, and just setting the snack bar's action text color to white. And OK is the button which comes in snack bar. So when you press that, it'll clear edit percentage dot set text. So this is basically clears the cursor to the first point. So yeah, our application is ready. So let me check. Okay, so let me enter another value. Oh, okay, that works fine. So what happens if user will not enter amount and total? Press done button. Oh, application closes. It's because uh, done don't have any value to process from the edit text. So edit text object is returning some junk value. So for that, so the solution is very simple. So wrap all this in wrap all this in one if else case. If medit amount to string dot length is less than or equal to 0, then throw some error message. Else if medit percentage dot same get text dot to string dot length, if it is less than or equal to 0, throw some error message. Else process it. So if it has any errors, copy this, so type here, say please enter the amount, and here please enter the tip percentage. Okay, let us compile and check. Application is about to start. Okay, it started. The application has started. Now I'm not entering any data and I'm pressing the done. Please enter the amount. So that exception is handled. Now I'll enter only amount. Enter only amount and press please enter the tip percentage. So congratulations on the episode completion. So try working out on the same application logic by preparing any of your further improvement and learn something new. Stay tuned to the Android ABCD, a lot more to come. So wishing you good luck.